Moving to the community spaces, several of the spaces that I spoke to earlier are available for community use. And then the third area that would really be available for community use as well as high school and middle school use is the area that's currently known as J.C. Park East. Again, in 2008, the Oregon Booster Club, Athletic Booster Club, came to the school district, to the school board, and proposed some upgrades to those facilities. At the time, the property was owned by the Village of Oregon, but in the interim, the school district has acquired that property. I believe it's about 20 acres. And the Oregon Athletic Booster Club commissioned a study, a master plan for those spaces. This master plan creates a better layout, which includes a lot of the same facilities, so nothing's lost in this plan. It's just moved and relocated and improved. And so what this plan shows are two soccer fields, two large competition soccer fields. The field on the left would be outfitted with artificial turf. The field on the right would be a practice field made of natural turf. These fields would be lighted and have new bleachers for observation for competition games. And then above those two soccer fields are new baseball and softball diamonds. Again, these would be lighted and brought up to a standard that we would like to see in the entire athletic facility. In addition to the upgrade of these fields, we would propose expanded parking for this area and some outbuildings that would support the use of these fields as well, including concessions, restrooms, water facilities, those kinds of things. In addition, when the school district acquired this property from the Village of Oregon, the village requested that some of the public use of this space be continued. So this plan shows the walking trails are maintained. People will still be allowed to walk their dogs here. The Ames Memorial Garden will find a new home here as well. And there are groups that will be using this besides just the high school sports groups. A lot of the youth sports groups will use these facilities. In addition, the Oregon Marching Band has already expressed an interest in using both the parking lot and one of the competition fields as well. Finally, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the other facility improvements. In addition to the support of the back of house facilities at the PAC and the cafeteria expansion at the high school, this plan calls for an upgrade in the receiving area, the loading dock area in the back of the high school. In addition, this would call for the construction of a new freestanding building, which would house all of the maintenance vehicles currently owned by the school district. It would also provide for storage for some of the home construction projects at the high school and some of the other departments at the high school that currently have a need for additional storage. This site plan that you see here shows some improvements to the parking. Clearly the area in yellow, which is the new field house, is a very large structure and will take up some of the existing high school parking lot. But the plan is to actually expand the parking in the high school area by the creation of some new parking to the west of the tennis courts and improvement to some of the parking on the east side of the high school, which is to the north of the football stadium. In addition, we're proposing that the bus drop-off at the high school be moved to the north side of the high school, and the parent drop-off at the high school then moves to the south, which again supports the creation of that new entrance into the high school. And while it would seem intuitively that we're losing parking spaces, we're actually in this plan gaining about 90 parking spaces, which we're glad to see was able to be accomplished.